You know what? That's okay. That's okay. I can use my mouse to hit the start recording. I don't need Stream Deck. I got this. I'll do it the old-fashioned way. It's good. Let's begin. Wait! No! Hang on, wait! Did I lose my save? I thought the demo you were able to bring your stuff over. Maybe I just... Hang on. Wait, shit, hang on. Hang on, wait. Okay, hang on. I think I have it. So the reason why I was having issues last time was because the plugin for Restream on OBS was not working. That's why I was having issues. Is because that wasn't working. It's working now. Okay, I fixed it. I think I hit new game and not load game, because I'm a dumbass apparently. Alright, do we want to see a recap? I think we should do a recap. Yes, let's do a recap. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with the countless late-night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the families. Hello, Epsilon. Welcome. And thank you for the lurk, Say. Thank you. I don't even know what voices I'm gonna use. Because I don't know which character is gonna be prominent, like, going to be there most of the time. Oh shit, maybe I should have decided this. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Okay, I got another voice. I have to... God. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? I feel like we might be talking with Stella quite a bit, so I think I'm gonna give Stella my voice. Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going to go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm going to do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. She hunts cryptids. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Pain, rot, decay. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those words at dawn. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. And then with my powerful build, you heroically dive forward, tucking Gretchen under one arm and grabbing the flashlight with the other. I said aim the damn thing. Quick. Perfect. And then we shot it. Oh, fuck. There's too many characters. I can't think of voices. Welcome home. I don't know what voice I can use for Wayne. Or anyone, really.
My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they were a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come.
From the comfort of Stella's guest room, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Tuesday morning awaits. Wake up! You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing, you are still alive, and for now, you are safe. Your gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the window and the woods beyond, and you wonder if the monsters are lurking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the comfort of your new friend's family home. You can't help but remember the sight of pale faces jeering at you from the trees, their calls echoing through the woods as you run for your life. A knock at the front door, but also I punched one and they ran away, so I shouldn't be afraid. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering through the house and past the closed door of your bedroom. Where the hell is Bean? Oh, hey, Tabby. There's a fresh pot of coffee on the table if you want to come in. No, I'm just here to check in on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today. You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. Am I just naked in this girl's bed that I crashed at? I met her like under a day ago. Saunter out half clothed. Maybe I should do that. Scare people. No. I'm scaring people. You might not be fully decent, but you're not about to let that stop you from being a part of the conversation. Ugh, put on some clothes. Morning. How did you sleep? Gretchen excitedly looks at you and wiggles her tail.
I simply must say what a joy it is to see you are finally up. I do hope you're well rested and that you don't mind our most unfortunate guest.
I can't do southern accents, clearly. Tabitha is so mad at me that I just sauntered out half closed. What exactly did the two of you get up to last night?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
We went up to the woods to film a video. That makes it even better. Thumbs up. Some horror for the night then. Hello, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Never mind. I don't want to know. What I do want to know is why on earth you decided to blow me off to spend the night with a stranger. I mean, technically you're a stranger. I just met you, like, yesterday. Hey, don't be so hard on Bean. I asked her to crash here. And last night was a lot, Tabby. There's something horrible out in those woods, and I don't think anyone in this room wanted Bean walking up the mountain alone last night. Estella, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? And while you're at it, please stop calling me Tabby. We're not in high school anymore. We are doing well, or I'm doing well. We just started playing episode 2. Alright.
You're not going to let her treat my dear Stella like that, are you, Bean?
I love the talk to animal perk. Hang on. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? Come on, Tabby. No berating guests in the Richmond's household. Whatever. I don't really care if you're here for this. You've been in town for less than a day and my stress is already through the roof. Comfy bean stream. Watch me struggle coming up with the voices, and then next week I'm going to forget the voices. The only one I will remember is Stella because that's gonna be my voice. I mean, I get it. Stella, you got all worked up and you were too scared to walk home. Sure, whatever. That checks out. But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. I think I'm using a way too deep voice for Tabitha. My bad. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. I'm gonna fight Tabitha. Have you seen these muscles? You don't have to stay up late worrying about me. I'll be fine. Oh, I am muscular. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. This isn't just about safety. It's common courtesy to not skip out on your host without telling them. Treat my time with respect it deserves. And speaking of time, I've already spent more of it than I'd have coming down here. Wow, I misread that sentence completely. I'm leaving, but I expect to see you back at the estate tonight. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay? Tabitha sighs. You're relentless. We'll see, but don't get your hopes up. And then she just disappears. Hey, you good? Sorry about Tabby. She totally blindsided me. I love Gretchen's little corner. Let's see. I'm good, but how are you? That was a little tense. I think we're in the same boat. I probably should have known Tabby would have been stressed about you spending the night here, but I haven't seen her in a while. I didn't think she'd actually come all the way down here. It sucks that this was probably the longest interaction I've had with her since high school. Anyways, sorry for that rude awakening. I've been up for a little while, but was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. But you're up now, and we've got a full day ahead of us if we're going to get to the bottom of this.
A full day ahead of us? That sounds like it's walking time for me.
I love Gretchen. She is so cute. Let's see. I do want to know about Wayne. Like, everyone was like, yeah, it's just Wayne. And it's like, okay, why would he say welcome home? And why would he be a creeper like, hello? Sorry, I don't know Wayne. I want to check out the mines at some point today. Maybe some of the miners there can tell us about Wayne. He scared the bejesus out of me last night. Definitely. Kanika's waiting for us at the library, so we should probably head over there first. I will stretch and drink. But unless we find something solid on ditchlings, the mine seems the strongest lead we've got. Again, does anyone know how to say Kanika's name? I know I'm mispronouncing it. If someone knows how to say it, please let me know. Oh, let me set up a group chat. What's your number? You and Stella exchange numbers. Text message from Stella to you and Kanika. It reads, group chat. Anyways, daylight's burning, so let's roll out as soon as you've finished getting dressed. Need protein. The muscle build is all about protein. I'm gonna wear the same clothes as I did yesterday, because I'm gross. The walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone's throw from what remains of Scarlet Hollow's once bustling main street. You shudder as you stare down the thoroughfare, both from the chill in the morning air and the all-too-present memories of everything you witnessed last night. Hello, Exia. Welcome, welcome. You see that building labeled Town Hall? That's actually the library. Why did I just give her that voice? Well, it's also the town hall, but that's just a small upstairs office nowadays. I guess this town's not what it used to be. That and our mayor's really into going on walks. I think there's actually going to be a meet and greet later this week. Could be just the pick-me-up we need with everything that's been going on.
Stella may be fond of him, but I certainly didn't vote for that beast.
Gretchen doesn't seem to care for him. Alright, I know you've joked about it a couple of times, but now I'm actually starting to believe you can understand her. Gretchen absolutely can't stand Mayor Jimmy. Oh, hey! Morning, Stella. Same to you, Bean.
Speak of the devil.
Oh, that wasn't Sybil's voice! Oops! The gremlin came out, my bad.
Oh, speak of the devil! We were just talking about you.
I still think that's bad. Maybe the gremlin voice is better. Coming from Stella's, huh? Did y'all have a slumber party? Sorry y'all, but I'm actually in a bit of a rush this morning. I can't really stop to chat. It'll take me a bit to set up, so if you want to catch up with some folks or grab something at the diner, you can meet me at the library when you're done. You gesture towards Avery and Sybil and give Stella a thumbs up. Cool, see you around. Oh, she's always had time to chat. Is she feeling okay?
Oh, Stella. And Bean just got up to a bit of trouble last night, that's all.
We're just gonna go gremlin for Sybil. I'm sorry, guys.
You can't just drop something like that and leave me
Oh shit, the wrong person! You can't just drop something like that and leave me hanging. What happened, Bean? Stella and I went into the woods to find a skunk ape, but we ran into something way worse. Actual monsters. Sybil said they're called ditchlings, but whatever they are, there are dozens of them, and they're mutilating the local wildlife. Whoa, 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 slow down. Y'all actually found something out there?
I can corroborate. I may not have been out there with them, but I've seen their footage, and they've encountered something otherworldly in the woods.
Well, whatever it was that happened out there, you're clearly a little shaken up. Tell you what, I'm on a break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner, and Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm your nerves.
It's a changa and lemon blend. It's always helped me on the bad days.
And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyways, it's up to you. See you around, Bean. See ya, Sybil.
Take care now, Avery. I better get back myself. I'm glad I was able to catch you this morning, even if only to see how you were holding up. Please, don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help.
Thanks, Sybil.
Of course. Stay safe, Bean, and God bless.
Oh, thank God. I didn't have to talk for her for that long. Stella said you had some time to kill before she finished setting up. Let's swing by the diner. You head towards the diner. The diner is a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. You slide into the booth across from Avery. Coffee date? This isn't a coffee date. I'm just getting coffee with him. Hey there, stranger. Before you could exchange words, Winnie slides up, a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way. What? But the clue is pen sound. How is that a sound a pen makes? Wait, pen like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to guess that? I don't know why you don't even bother with those things. They're just gonna frustrate you. It's just something to do to fill the time, but maybe I should switch to Sudoku. Winnie leaves Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, returning to her seat behind the counter. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you want to really get into the grisly details, you can tell me. I won't judge. I could tell you about last night, but what if you don't believe me? I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen. You spill the beans.
My name.
Glad to have someone to talk about the horrors you've witnessed. Wow, that's some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. Monsters in the woods. I may not have lived here long, but I've never heard of anything like that happening around these parts. I can't say I like the thought of that.
I will protect you.
I hadn't pegged you as a transplant. Where are you from? I moved here from Charlotte. Gosh, 3 years ago? Sorry, I didn't use his voice. I moved here from Charlotte. Gosh, 3 years ago now? Maybe a little more. I've lost track. Aunt Winnie offered a place for me to stay and a job, and who was I to pass on the sort of generosity? To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the local cool folk grew up in this town, so it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Don't get me wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly, but there's a shared history I'll never be part of. Why'd you leave Charlotte, if you don't mind me asking? Nah, it's cool. I have some issues with my folks about my education, which, wasn't great. Especially since I was still stuck under their roof. When my aunt heard about it, she offered me a job and a place to stay, and the rest is history. Let's see what else we got. I haven't felt like an outsider at all. Everyone's been so welcoming. No need to dunk on your cousin. We'll be nice. But I guess I've only been here a day. Yeah, I don't think it's the kind of thing you notice until you've lived somewhere else. But hey, who knows? We're on the case, but I hardly know where to start. Let me know if you hear anything. Definitely. Oh man. Looks like my shift is starting. I hope you're doing a bit better. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Avery slips from the booth, giving a friendly half wave before disappearing into the back. You leave the diner, ready to continue your day. Itch my nose. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits at the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. Hi, I'm Bean. I just got into town yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Mom told me.
What's your name?
Miles?
That voice is gonna kill me, so I might have to leave. What you doing on your phone?
Games? You probably never heard of them.
So if I wanted to buy some chips or something here, do I talk to you or Miles size?
Yeah, I guess. Kanika decided to skip work today, so of course whatever plans I had.
I can't even do his voice anymore.
Whatever plans
I can't do his voice. I was trying to do like a shriek voice, but I don't think I can do that anymore. I used to be able to do it as a kid, but not anymore, damn.
Just take the chips. I don't care.
You grab... Oh, yes! You grab a bag of salt and vinegar chips, the best kind of chips, from a nearby shelf. It will sustain you in the coming days.
Cool.
See ya, Miles. Miles doesn't respond as you turn and leave the general store. I didn't steal! I just got an achievement that said sticky fingers. I didn't steal. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Is that a creature? Oh, hey, you made it! I want to pet the creature, though. You head over to Stella and Kaneka's table and settle in. Glad you found the place. Oh, gotta think of another voice, Christ. Hey, Bean, you look tired. My goodness, whatever happened to common decency? You can't go around telling someone they look unwell. You look marvelous, Bean. Yeah, it was pretty hard to fall asleep last night, all things considered. With all of those dreadful things in every nook and cranny, it is a wonder you got even a wink. I didn't really do Gretchen's voice there. I can't say I got a wink myself. Yeah, same. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Well, hi there, strangers! And literal stranger. Hey, I'm Bean. I'm Tabitha's cousin. I'm in town for the funeral. Oh, I should have known you were a Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still a little kid when she left. But that Scarlet resemblance, it's strong. What do you mean? What's the Scarlet resemblance? Excuse me. Oh, I'm Oscar Gutierrez, chief librarian and only librarian. Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they've got it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind. But speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosaline around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my text and I want to make sure she's not getting into trouble out there. You know, the crowd she hangs around with. They're good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place doing teen stuff. I went up there a couple of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. What's the old Maxwell place? It's this great old abandoned spot. We used to hang out there when we were teens. I can't believe I used to be so reckless. The floors were like Swiss cheese. I should really have a talk with Rosalina when she gets home. I don't like the thought of teens getting up to mischief with all those ditchlings in the woods. Ditchlings? That's actually why we came in today. Have you heard of them? They're a cryptid, and seeing one's probably a mean to disasters around the corner. They don't ring a bell. Dang, it was worth a shot. Okay, if you were to say trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Also, I love that little art. Oh, I'm covering it. Look at that art.
It's a little ditchling.
Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried, or... I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna grab some more books. Estella, behave. Wait, behave while I'm gone, Gretchen. Aw, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal. Well, ain't you the sweetest thing on two legs? Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in the woods. Whatever's out there in the woods, it's been brutalizing the local wildlife. I don't think it's safe. I'm gonna try to call Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble, and we'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kanika. And Bane, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, would you let her dad know that her... Yeah, I can't speak. Oscar anxiously... Why's that little fucker there? Right there is the omen. I got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right. This is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help. Got our snacks, got our source of documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. Let's see. Appalachian folk monsters. A few entries catch your eye. Tommy knockers? That sounds very, that could be them. I think Tommy knockers are kind of related to mining stuff. Ignamic cave-dwelling creatures primarily known for causing... Close. I don't think that one. I feel like Tommy knockers is pretty close. Tommy knockers originated in Cornish mythology, spreading to the United States when Cornish immigrants began working in the Appalachian mines. I was right about the mines. See, my knowledge of folklore is coming in handy. They're named for the knocking that can be heard from seemingly within the walls before a cave-in. According to some, the knocking serves as a benevolent warning. Others believe that the creatures take stolen hammers to the supports of mines and collapse them on whoever is unfortunate enough to still be inside. They are traditionally thought to be impish, leprechaun-like beings, but some claim they are the spirits of dead miners, forever cursed to haunt their final resting place. I don't think these two. would fit into it. Woman crying out in pain. That could just be like a coyote or something. There are some weird animals that make really humanoid sounds, and it's like, oh shit. Often linked to the Cherokee legend, some cite the Wampus cat as originating with the story of a woman who sought revenge against a monstrous cat demon for driving her husband mad. She hunted it down and, by wearing a bobcat mask, tricked it into using its own vile magic on itself, freeing the people of their region from its evil. 9 ads. I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do about the ads. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do much about the ads. I don't even know if YouTube gives ads. Do they? I would probably assume so. Others say the creature comes from the story of a woman who wore the pelt of a wild cat to witness forbidden hunting rites. The hunters of her village gathered to perform the rites, and she watched in secret from underneath the cat's pelt, but was soon discovered. For her indiscretion, she was fused with the pelt and transformed into a creature that was neither human nor cat, forced to wander the wilderness alone, feared by all. Her calls are those of great sadness and serve as a warning to anyone who dares to go against tradition. There was a hunter who lived in a tiny cabin in the middle of the woods, all alone with his hunting dog. One night, after a particular bad week of hunting, both their stomachs empty, the hunter spied something out of the corner of the eye, and then he ate the thing. It's a little creature. Speaking of creature, did anyone catch the sneak peek I dropped on Twitch and Discord last night? Some small creature had gotten into the cabin through a hole, and before he could even figure out what it was, he droned the gun and fired at the thing, his hunger guiding his actions. But it was quick and ran back through its hidey hole and out of sight, leaving only its long black tail shot off by the hunter's rifle. Guess this will have to do, he said to his dog, and threw the tail into the pot to cook up a soup. He and his dog ate well that night, the tail filling them both up. The hunter crawled into bed, satisfied, and his dog curled up at his feet. He woke up to the sound of long nails scrabbling across wood. His dog was nowhere in sight, only a rumpled spot on the covers where he had been, and in the gloom he saw 2 big yellow eyes staring right at him. "I want my tail," a high, hoarse voice croaked from the darkness. Go away, he screamed at the thing. But it stepped closer to him, still shrouded in darkness, the sound of long claws dragging across hardwood accompanying its movements. "I want my tail," the creature growled again. "I'll get my dog after you," the hunter squeaked, his voice catching in his throat with fear. But there was no dog to be seen. "I want my tail." Before the hunter could so much as scream, the creature leapt from the darkness, long claws stretched out towards the hunter. No one is sure what the creature did to him that night, but the next morning, all that remained of the hunter, his dog, and his cabin was a chimney standing alone in the woods. It looks like he got his tail back. He closed the book and put it back. Forced into retirement at the age of 50 due to a war injury from his time in the Indian Wars, exacerbated by his short stint serving as a captain in the Confederacy, Silas Scarlet also lost his eldest 2 sons to the bloodiest of wars, leaving his 3rd eldest son, Andrew Jackson Scarlet, to take charge of the mine. Under his leadership, the mine prospered, undoubtedly in part due to the growth of the railroad industry. Managed to evade the coal union for decades, making them one of the most profitable mines in the country. Andrew Scarlet built the surrounding town into what it is today, with expensive stone buildings, a bustling main street, and overseeing it all, the elegant Scarlet estate that was, until 1895, the largest and finest feat of architecture in the region. Culminating in the tragic collapse of 1918, it was found that Charles Shaw, the co-manager of the mine, had loosened security measures to increase production during WW1, resulting in a fatal collapse and death of over 160 men and boys, some young as 10. Oh shit. You missed it? Hopefully soon we will have a full reveal of what I showed for the sneak peek. Hopefully soon. I can't guarantee it, but hopefully soon. The casualties included Andrew Jackson Scarlet's son, Theodore, his brother, Enoch, who had taken over their aging father during the bustle of the war, managed to pull the mine from the brink of ruin, thereby saving the town. So this is how your family made its fortune. Silas Everett Scarlet was born to Colonel Everett J. Scarlet in 1818, one of 12 siblings. He grew up in eastern North Carolina during a so much reading. Tumultuous time in the state's history, and not much is known about his life before he joined the army in 1836. He quickly rose through the ranks, in part due to his father's connections, but also due to a particular ruthlessness, for which he received his nickname Bloody Silas Scarlet. The federal government granted the now Captain Silas a tract of bounty land in exchange for his service in the Indian War, and he settled into the hills of North Carolina in 1841. The land would become Scarlet Hollow. But it started as a simple log cabin built by Silas's own two hands, accompanied by his family of 10. Silas, his wife Mary, Joseph Scarlet, and their 8 children. Logging business brought many workers and fellow landowners to the hills, but it wasn't until Silas discovered a rich seams of coal running underneath the entire region that Scarlet Hollow was really put on the map. He saved what he could and bought the surrounding hillside to a great... Oh, thank you for subbing, Pack. Thank you. 14 months. That's crazy. And also welcome on in. Thus he had all the resources to find Scarlet Hollow's now famous coal mine. I think I'm all done. Let's check in. Alright, if we're going to go with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we can rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all's? Find anything? A creature! Before you can respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Oh, hey, Pixel! You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any paper he can find. Oh god, it's my cat. Pixel, my dear friend, it's been too long. Have you been?
I'm hungry. Did Stella bring the good stuff?
Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats.
Oh yeah, snack time. Yum, yum, yum.
Sorry if Pixel's bothering you all. Hopefully he hasn't gobbled up any of your books. He can't stand the thought that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. I want to talk to Pixel, but I don't want to scare him. Now everyone's gonna think I'm a freak, but that's fine. Everyone... Look at her, she's like, are you talking to that cat? Oh. Look at him, looking so ingy. Hey Pixel, what do you think about the monsters we saw in the woods?
I'm an indoor cat. I don't know anything about woods. I just hang out in the library. Especially now that our house got haunted.
Pixel says your house is haunted. What's up with that? How do you know? Bean is either psychic or she can talk to animals. It's a long story. No comment. Well, been living in the library for a little bit. It's been great. Way more snack. Oh, sorry. Pixel.
It's been great. Way more snacks. Way more scritchins. Except sometimes there's too many scritchins.
Oh, hold up. What kind of haunting are we talking about? Unexplained noise, objects appearing in strange and unfamiliar places? Oh, Oscar. Don't get her hopes up like that. Nothing like that. Sorry. The floor in my bedroom just keeps seeping. The floor in my bedroom just keeps seeping blood, and I've seen a strange figure in the hall a couple of times. That's a haunting. I'm sorry. Wait, you've seen a full body apparition? Can I see it? Stella, it's probably a dirty pipe or something. What if it's a ghost? Oh shit, it's Stella. But what if it's a ghost? It's worth looking into. Y'all are more than welcome to check it out. Maybe tomorrow night? Yes, we'll be there. Yeah, that sounds like a fun way to spend an evening. Can't wait to get spooked by some creaky pipes. Oh, why do you let a paper shredder freely wander a library?
Why don't you mind your own business?
Have you seen this little guy's face? How could I say no to that?
Oh, so ingy.
He also has like a little fang hanging out. My black cat has his little fang hanging out too. The cat curls up on the table, fast asleep. Alright, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if you need anything. I want to pet the cat, the creature. Pet the creatures. I think the mining incident would be like a disaster. So, about the coal mines here. Kanika visibly shudders. I get cold sweats just thinking about being in a place like that. I feel for the guys who work up in there. I could never. Speak for yourself. I love a good crevasse. Crevice? Well, I mispronounced that. A union busted mine collapsed from poor working conditions? Color me shocked. Yeah, it's pretty awful. That's what that sculpture out front is for. Commemorating all the men and children who died that day. Every kid in Scarlet Hollow learns about the collapse of 1989. Our teachers love to emphasize how many children they had working down there. Probably just to try and show us how good we've got it or whatever. Low bar if you ask me. You know, that could be what the ditchlings are warning us about. Another collapse. Writing it down on the list of potential disasters. Stella, that's morbid. Besides, it was all Charles Shaw's fault. The labor market is way more strict now. There's no way you could get away with that kind of safety cutbacks. Y'all don't actually think the mine's about to collapse, do ya? No, I don't think so. Whew, had me worried there for a second. I hate to give Tabitha any credit, but the mine is safer now that it was back then. Still, what a horrible thought. You never know. What happened after the mine collapsed? The book just kind of glosses over it. There was a union for a little bit, but it didn't last. There's not a whole lot written about the past century here. Yeah, the Scarlet Hollow mine isn't exactly the most ethically run business. No offense or anything, I'm sure Tabby runs the mines better than Charles Shaw did. Still hasn't let the union in, though. There's a reason she and I don't talk. Oh, sorry. There's a reason she and I don't talk. You guys really seem to have a bone to pick with Charles Shaw. That's what happens when someone directly causes a monumental disaster, especially in a small town like this. People tend to spit when they hear your name. He got run out of town on a rail, you know. And that's not a figure of speak. Back then, they actually tied you to a rail and you ran out of town. There's a big mural of it over on the far wall. He got off easy, if you ask me. What if there's something toxic in the mines, poisoning the town? Wayne seems sick. Hello, Dara, welcome. That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? He snuck up on us last night and called Bean out by name. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with him. Maybe there's some sort of parasite down in the mines. Maybe it infected Wayne and maybe Wayne infected the local wildlife. Yeah, that could work. I don't think there's anything about Silas or the Appalachian folk monsters. But we'll check them out in case. So Silas Scarlet. Do you think the ditchlings are here for retribution? That seems tenacious, assuming Kanika's mom is right. They're here as an omen, not because they're going to do something themselves. And I think we know how I feel on that matter. Okay. So, Appalachian folk monsters. Is it still just chatting? God bless America. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. I really want to say Tommy Knocker. Do you think Wayne is a Tommy Knocker? I think it'd be a ditchling that would be a Tommy Knocker. Because I don't know if Wayne is here to cause mischief. I would think it's the ditchlings. Do you think the ditchlings are Tommyknockers? What with the whole warning thing? Good thought, but Tommyknockers live in mines, like, that's their whole thing. But yeah, they can leave the mines, right? Yeah, maybe? I'm gonna write it down, though. Tommyknockers are literally just the sounds that happen when a bunch of rocks and wood are about to collapse. Are they? Or are they the sound of mysterious creatures pounding on the rocks and support beams with hammers to cause a collapse? There's simply no way to know. I don't think it's a Wampus cat, and I don't think it's the Tallyope one. Let's move on. Do you think there's a cult here? I don't think there's a cult. It doesn't feel cultish. Estella, what were you saying about nuclear incidents? You were talking about the Goldsboro thing, right? Yeah, apparently the 60s B-52 carrying a live warhead broke up midair and dropped a couple of bombs. Fascinating little bit of history there. The first of the two bombs landed right before this parachute got caught in a tree. Thankfully, it didn't go off. At the time, the government claimed that the bomb was unarmed, but it later came out that the thing preventing a detonation was a single electrical switch which failed to trigger the descent. And 60 years later, the second bomb still hasn't been recovered. Oh, that's horrifying. Right. It's conventionally explosive, disintegrated in midair, but most of the nuclear material was made unrecoverable by flooding. Oh, God, big words. If I remember correctly, they just buried it and sealed it up.
I'm sorry. Did you say they buried it? Do you all need something dug up? Because if so, I'm your gal.
I don't think disarming nuclear bombs is part of our skill set. Sorry, I chose talk with animals and the power build, not the disable bomb. Absolutely not. Also, Goldsboro is almost 400 miles from here. I think we're good. I'm just saying, you never know with radiation.
We actually know quite a bit. It just melts you, doesn't make monsters, and a 60-year-old bomb isn't going to explode on its own hundreds of miles away and kill us here.
You never know. There could always be a whole underground society of bomb-worshipping mutants just waiting to blow it up. That sounds like Fallout. Like the, Children of Adam. That's what it feels like.
I've missed this.
We should check out the mines. Between Wayne, the old collapse, and the fact that the whole town's practically been built around them, it seems like that's the smartest place to start. Yeah, good idea. There's an awful lot of mines-related stuff in my notes. We can poke around, find out if anyone's been acting weird.
Just to clarify, you two are suggesting we go question some of the miners, right? We are not poking around unprepared in the actual mines, right? Right?
Yeah, totally. 100%. I would never. We don't even have a good reason to go down there.
Good. Let's keep it that way. You know how I feel about mines.
I promise, Neeks. We're just going to question some of the miners. And if the questioning gives us a good reason to poke around, say a cool abandoned coal mine, then maybe we'll cross that bridge when we get it.
You can cross the bridge when we come to it. I am not going underground.
I'm just messing with you. We'll stick to the surface.
Yeah, and hopefully we can find out what's wrong with Wayne while we're at it.
Alright, but if we're going to do this, let's do our best to stay under the radar. I'm already in hot enough water with Tabitha as is.
That sounds like a good idea.
We'll be super sneaky, I promise. I can even keep lookout. Look at us, going out on a caper together. I missed this.
I miss this too. I mean, sure, it's not the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though, there is something missing.
Reese.
I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately?
Nope, I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick.
I didn't realize it was getting that bad. That poor guy.
You know, we could just pop over there and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Bean. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Alright, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you posted. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Ooh. Reese, it's Stella. I brought some buddies too.
Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something?
The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. What did I do? I just arrived here. Hi. Sorry, wrong person. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh, poor Reese. It's been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Bean would get along super well too. Hi, I'm Bean, Vivian's kid? I know who you are. The way she avoids looking at you as she speaks makes you feel like you've done something wrong, even though you're pretty sure you've done nothing at all. I will stretch, I'm kind of shrimping right now. Hang on. Oh god, I need to get a standing desk. I can't do all this talking sitting down. I just slide down. Reese's mom turns back into the house sighing. Sorry, I know that was a little rude. You just want to hang out with Reese, and he misses both of you too. She sighs again as if deciding whether to finish her thought. He's actually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come back over tomorrow? We can have some supper, and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirit to see you two again. And I suppose you can come too. Hello, Ace, welcome. That would be great. I can bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are too much for him. Or a little much for him. Sorry, I was right. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Oh, okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, fine. Yes, you can bring the soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, and leave the dog at home. She might cheer him up, you know? They have those therapy dogs in No dogs. Why, I never! The absolute gall! Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. Yeah, I just need a standing desk, because whenever I try to do voice acting, I just slide down in my chair for some reason. And it's like, I think I would be better if I could stand. Plus, I don't really want to work 8 hours sitting down and then come home and stream for a few more hours sitting down. Hello, Taco, welcome. Why is she such a bitch? I don't know. This is our first time meeting her, so I don't know why. She's very protective of her son, so maybe that's a good thing. I don't know why she hates me. Oh, thank you for the follow, Taka. Thank you, thank you. God, that woman makes me so nervous. I remember she used to be so nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we would get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Or maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. You gonna drive? Yeah, sorry. I don't like the thought of going up there without a van. Cool. I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Bean. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you'd rather ride with, Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. Yeah, what is up with you and cars? Alright, Stella, what is actually up with you and cars? The mines have gotta be a ways off, right? Don't worry about it, Bean. There's a lot of junk in the back of my van. It gets a little tight with more than 2 people. I'll walk with Stella. We'll meet you there. The woods are calm and serene compared to last night, though you can't help but get the feeling that danger lurks just beyond the trees. Hey, thanks for coming along with us. With Gretchen and me, I mean. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you last night, but it was also kind of an objectively horrible experience. I was a little worried you'd bolt first thing in the morning. I guess it's hard not to feel a connection after going through something like that together. Are you hitting on me? Oh my god. We've known each other for maybe a day. Let's see. Oh, that's mean. Are you hitting on me? I don't think so. I'm just sharing some feelings. Are you blushing though? The conversation comes to a dramatic halt with you, Stella, and Gretchen all whirling around to face the source of the sound. I can't even flirt. I swear to God, if it's a ditchling, I am punching it. Oh, it's a cardinal. A bird. Oh, a bird. Let me at it. I can get it.
Back off, dog. This is my stick.
Whoa, calm down, girl. It's just a bird. I also love how pissed the bird looks. Look at his little eyebrows. He's so pissed. The same probably goes for the two of us. I guess we're a little on edge. Let's hurry up to the mine. It shouldn't be much further. Okay, great. However, there's a dark hole right here. What is in there? Kanika casually leans against her van as you and Stella emerge from the woods. Your throne got fully funded? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I'm trying to, what's this? What is this? Pack, what is this? I can't figure out what it is. What is this? Shit, how do I do this? It's not, what? No, wait, hang on, shit, I think I saw it. Where is it? Pack? What is this? What is this? Sir. Pack. What is this? You didn't have to do that. Thank you. That's really generous. You didn't have to do that. I guess we're getting the standing desk. Whenever Throne decides to order it, I guess. Thank you. Now we get to stand up and do stuff. Thank you, Pack. Thank you. But also, that's a lot of money. Please. Spend it on yourself. I need to take a sip. Sorry. Speaking of that desk, but not really speaking on it, I still don't know where that Aki figure is. I think he's lost out at sea or something. I think he's lost at sea. walk pad streams incoming. Oh my god, you guys are gonna hear me exercise and breathe really heavily. I did want to do, there's like a Switch game. What was it called? You get like a circle thingy and you exercise with it. I wanted to get that. So maybe now with the standing desk we can play that. Ring Fit, that's what it's called. Hey. Y'all have a good walk? Yeah, it was great. I mean, not that you were missing out or anything. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we just go talk to people. I guess so. I should probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of a persona non grata in the mines. Person non grata. I don't know what that means. Non grata? Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or two too many. Maybe that means like... What does that mean? A person who's not welcome somewhere. Okay, that makes sense. Is that like Latin or something? Because persona, that like gives me Latin vibes. I'm probably wrong. Or Greek. Persona. That's Latin, right? It's Latin. See, oh, I'm so smart. Look at me, using my video game skills. In a video game. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. What can I say? I thrive in the limelight. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around down there. I take it I'm the one you guys are talking about. Tabitha and I aren't exactly friends, and pretty much all of the miners shop at the general store. I don't want to make folks uncomfortable, you know? It literally means non-favored person. Oh my god, I need to put that in my resume. They'll be like, oh, she knows Latin. And then it's like, haha, do you know what it means, though? It's probably for the best, Bane. Why did I give her that? I'm sure I'll fit right in with a bunch of burly coal miners. You're gonna do great. So, the plan. You know those cheesy rom-coms where someone wears an earpiece on their first date? Whoa, do we have some kind of surveillance set up in the back of your van? That I didn't know about? Bean is persona non grata. I think that would be it. Hello, Will. Welcome. Can you believe what just happened? Huh? What happened? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. We can just do a group call. Kanika hands you a pair of earbuds. Yeah, I'm not saying it. Don't worry, devil. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's headed your way. Dang, I've missed doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Oh, thanks. I do my best. Give me 1 second. Alrighty. Anyways, sorry, I had to take care of something. I guess we should part ways and start the call, yeah? Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance of the mines. Yeah, I'm just kinda in the, Bantam right now. So, yeah, I had to quickly do that. Sorry, guys. Your phone buzzes. Hey! Can you hear us? Try saying something. Something. Stella and Kanika chuckle at the other end. Alright, cool. Nothing to do now but enter the worksite. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of the Scarlet Hollow mine. I'm in. Alright, Morpheus. Good to know. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Alright, Morpheus. Good to know. I think I need to talk to the miners and just ignore my cousin. You approach the nearest group of miners, a blonde woman, a broad-shouldered man, and an old-timer. Their uniforms identify them as Harrison, Davis, and Zax. You got a reason to be bothering us? Do you know anything about a guy named Wayne? Yeah, we knew. Knew? That's past tense. What happened? He was such a cut-up. Miss that dude. What happened to him? The miners shift for a moment, uncomfortably glancing at one another. Isn't that the guy y'all said was, He's gone. That's all that matters. What happened to him? What are you, some sort of cop? Just tell me what happened. Fuck off. Hey, Zax, come on, man. No, I've been here decades longer than you, and I know bait when I see it. Let's get out of here. Our shift's about to start anyways. Sorry. The miners pack up their things and leave. Wow. So something happened with Wayne, and they used past tense with him. So something did happen in the mines with him. And now he's just like creepily walking around town. I don't. Let me stretch a little bit. You head over to the next group of miners. You stop in. Why'd the music change? You stop in your tracks, a shiver running up your spine as a unfortunately familiar voice calls out to you. Yo! I was looking. Why do you have a veil on your head? Also, why are you here? Oh, what voice should I use for Wayne? I need like a voice changing thing so I can make it sound funky. You shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. Why are you following me? You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Are you a cop, Bean? Nah. I am not a cop. I'm a hitman! Why would I be a cop? That would be a I was gonna say that's a fucked up hitman, but Batman? I wish I could do a Batman voice. No, you MFer! I wasn't done talking! Before you can say another word, the figure disappears. Well, we're gonna run after him is what we're gonna do. Maybe a very bad cop who is a hitman. Nah. Freelance hitman. All the way. And soon we will have the retro arcade up and running, hopefully soon. Probably not, it's all dusty right now, but soon. Mafioso? Not really, no. I just have the skill set. Easy money. Hey, Bean, are you still there? We've been getting static. So Wayne produces, like, electricity or something and it, like, fucks up with electronics? Wasn't the lamplights, like, flashing when we first saw Wayne? Right? I'm not crazy. The lights were flashing when we first saw him, yeah? Wayne got the jump on me. Whoa. I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. Are you okay? He told me to stay at the estate for the rest of the week, that I'd be safe there. Why would he tell me that? I don't know if that was blood. I don't know. What the hell is that supposed to mean? He must have been threatening you, right? The plot thickens. Wayne trying to make me leave just means that we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Bean, we've got your back. Hey there, can we help you with something? Do any of you know a man named Wayne? Wayne? Do you mean Sam Wayne? What are you asking about him for? Wait, have you seen him? He's been following me. Oh, thank God. Everyone thought he was dead. I'm sorry, I just said he was following me. But wait, everyone thought he was dead. But, like, Sybil knew, like, people knew about him. Like, in town, they're like, oh yeah, that's just Wayne. Now, hold on. Creepy doesn't exactly sound like Wayne, does it? How do you know it was him? The name on his jacket, Wayne. Just like yours says Smith. So, do all of our jackets, but if I switch with Isaac's, that doesn't make me Isaac's. No, it's gotta be him. There's no way he's dead. You really think he's running around town creeping on strangers, ignoring his friends and coworkers? Seems more likely to me that someone took care of him, so to speak, and is running around in his clothes. What did Wayne do? What did Wayne do? This poor man just has like a little veil on his head and he's just running around town. The miners stand in silence for a moment, considering what they've just heard. That's not possible. That's ridiculous. This is messed up. But who would do something like that? I don't know. Why don't you try ask... Who's your girlfriend? Who is Wayne's girlfriend? Yikes. Do you think? No. No way. Just saying, he wasn't exactly the first fellow to fall for her charms. Lots of heartbreak in that woman's history. Lots of jilted ex-lovers, if you catch my drift. Dang, who are they talking about? I told him not to get involved with her. I told him. Maybe that's why he has a veil on his head? To, like, cover something? Who was Wayne seeing? Whoa now. If you don't know, there's no way I'm poking into that wasp's nest. Forget we said anything. Yeah, I don't want to be the next on the chopping block. Come on, don't dangle something like that. Look, I just don't want to cause any trouble. Enough people are losing their jobs as is. I've got enough mouths to feed. Losing their jobs, and in Sam's Wayne case, disappearing. We've already said too much. Come on, boys. Isaacs, hey! Should we check in? Just a heads up, the only group I still see out there is pretty close to the main office. It might still be worth talking to them, but I don't know if I can give you all that much of a warning if Tabitha comes out. I want to try and talk to that last group. Good luck. Oh, sorry. Good luck. Nosy Nancy. That's the achievement I just got. Going around asking questions, huh? You don't look like you're from the inspector's office. What can you tell me about Sam Wayne? Oh, he got himself into trouble, didn't he? Why, you seen him around here? What's that young buck up to? What's he been up to? He's been following me. Well, ain't that an interesting development in his little love story? I wonder, did the boss lady dump him, or is he trying to mess around behind her back? So he's dating Tabitha? Stella audibly gasps. The thought of a strapping young man like him with that sour-faced broad always left such a bad taste in my mouth. Oh my god, gross! As if you wouldn't fall on your knees if a woman of means showed the slightest bit of interest in you, or any woman at all. Fair enough. Is it Pearl Ann or Tabitha? They did call him a young buck. So that means he's pretty young. And they said sour face. I don't know what Pearl Ann looks like. But I know Tabitha has a sour face. So I'm thinking it's Tabitha. Wait, are you talking about Tabitha? Yep. See? Oh, I'm so smart. Dang, I figured that's what they were getting at, but it's weird to hear it out loud. You good, Stella? Yeah, I just had no idea. Have you noticed anything strange around here lately? All kinds of weird stuff happens in these hills. What sort of weird do you mean? Any weird animal sightings? I saw a raccoon with a big old tumor last week. Spooked me something awful. Okay. Yep, that is something we're looking for. That's nature for you. Not always pretty. That wasn't a tumor, it was an egg. There are these things in the woods laying eggs in animals. I knew it! I knew there was something weird about that raccoon. I believe it. There are things out in the woods nobody's ever seen before. Still a little wild country, even if we've carved it into pieces. I love how chill these guys are. They're like, yeah, we've seen some shit. Yeah, Wayne dated Tabitha. Yeah. See, these are the types of people you need to go talk to. They just let it all out. They're like, yeah, man, let me tell you everything. I know I, for one, ain't gonna go near them trees until some science folks come and sort out whatever's going on out there. Maybe I should cash in some sick days and go see my cousins in Asheville. Just to be on the safe side. What was... Hang on. I think I got a message from my sister. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see. Any noises from the woods? All the time. Howling, screaming, all sorts of fiendish caterwauling. Probably just screech owls and bobcats, your old coot. Might be not. But I heard something the other night that sent the fear of God shivering down my spines, I tell you. It was probably a ditchling, a portent of doom. Oh, he perked up. He's like, what? A what now? Ditchlings? My grandma used to tell me stories about them. Claimed she saw one once, and that's why she always had such bad luck. I guess it's just not my mom. People getting sick. I mean, some of the older miners, sure, but I wouldn't call that unusual. Have you heard any knockings in the mines? You asking if we heard them Tommy knockers? Of course we have. We're old timers. All us who were here before the machine got brought in know the Tommy knockers. What a nuisance, always stealing my hammers. It's true, he had a pickaxe stolen once too. And when you heard knocking coming from one of the old tunnels, it was enough to make a man pray. Looks like I figured out what to do for my next video. You better not be thinking of going into those old mine shafts alone. I could always use a partner in crime. I'm gonna wind up going down there with you, aren't I? That's all on the front. Sure. So what do you think about Tabitha? The two men shift uncomfortably. Not the kindliest woman I've ever met. She runs the place all right. Tell that to all the boys she's been laying off lately. Keep going around saying that and see how long till you're one of them boys. All I have to say is a mine that's doing well doesn't go around laying off its workers for no reason. I'm not so sure any of us are gonna have any jobs in a few years. Tate, you're a damn fool. You're gonna be next if you keep up that kind of talk. So be it, but a man needs to speak his mind sometimes. That's all. Thanks for the help. My pleasure. If that Wayne keeps bothering you, just let us know and we'll whip him into shape. See, these guys are so pog. They're like, hey, we're gonna help you. See, Johnson, Tate, you're my new best friends. Bean, I think we've got a problem. What the hell are you doing here? Oh, crap. Good luck. Sorry, Bean. And that's our cue. Everyone is running away from me. Tate, Johnson, save me. Pardon us. You shouldn't be here. This place is dangerous. Why can't you just stay in the estate and stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong? And what is that ridiculous thing doing in your ears? Are you trying to record my employees? Are you trying to record me? Tabitha snatches the earbuds out of your ears and throws them to the ground. Oh shit. Typical phone-addicted city dweller. Ugh, I was listening to music. Ugh. And I have a meeting in 5 minutes. I can't even drive you back. Okay, look. I don't want you wandering anywhere else. Just stay here for an hour. I can take you back to the estate as soon as my meeting wraps up. Can you please do that for me? You were dating Sam Wayne. What happened to him? Excuse me? I am not dating anybody. I don't even know a Sam Wayne. Whoever's been telling you this is clearly trying to spread rumors to hurt my character. Who said that? I want names. Tabitha, he's been following me. Why? How should I know? I don't know what these people told you, but I'm sure it's all bullshit. I don't involve myself with their lives. You think a bunch of miners on break are just going to be honest with a random stranger that wanders into their camp? You're more naive than I thought. I need to get to my meeting. Just stay here until I come and get you, and don't move a muscle. Oh. And if you don't want to be followed by some weirdo, just stay home. Tabitha rushes off to her meeting. You stoop to the ground and pick up Kanika's earbuds. Sorry, I wasn't able to get you a better warning. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Now who are you? You're interrupted by a sudden movement out the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snack pops through a hole in the fence disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait. Really? Sorry. Wait, really? What is she doing here? I'm going after her. Good idea. We'll try and catch up with you. She had like a little baggie. Oh. God. Oh. We have a creeper in the corner. So they can be out during the day, they just can't be out during, like, sunlight, maybe? Because there is 100% a creeper in that tree. You rush over the hill and get your bearings. The sounds of active mining fades into the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point toward a nearby mine. Oh, God, you scared me. She didn't. I guess that old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? The place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into an abandoned coal mine. I guess we should go after her, right? Yep. Yeah, let's head in before someone gets hurt. Whoa, you sure you want to tag along, Neeks? Bean and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure. As much as I hate confined spaces, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Stella and Kanika disappear into the mines. Before you follow, you briefly wonder if you should let Tabitha know about this. Nah. You take a deep breath and follow your new friends into the mine, because then she'd be like, no, don't go in there. It's fine. This is fine. We don't need to tell Tabitha everything. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over. Your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? I certainly can't say I'm one for dark and stuffy places. This seems much more suited for a cat, if I do say so myself. Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be. And this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners, or should I say, the minor miners? Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get hunted, it's cracking jokes about dead children laborers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I actually snuck down here a few times to try and get some good footage, part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlet Hollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what was that? The mine's going to collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how the wind sounds down here. You sound disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like wildlife, for instance.
Little creatures!
Stella turns her flashlight up towards an enclave overhead.
See, what's the big idea? Yeah, we were sleeping here. Shut the light off, you noisy bastards!
I am so sorry for my companions. Stella means well, I assure you. Those guys got me real good last time I was alone down here. I'm sure you're quite worried about me after my behavior last night, Bean, but let that interaction be assurance that my temper is most wholly under control. I wouldn't dare venture away from the safety of my Stella's arm in a horrible place like this. Oh my god, there's bats down here? Am I going to get rabies? I'm gonna get rabies and die in a mine. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry, I'm a little on edge. Kanika stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mine. Okay, what was that? That was death. I am very certain of it. That was... I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? We should hurry and try to find Rosalina. Yeah, agreed. The sooner we get out of this death trap, the better. Gosh, I wonder if those sounds are Tommy knockers. Okay, no, Tommy knockers are not real. They're not allowed to be real. Are you trying to give me a panic attack? I'd love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't a Tommy knocker. It came from this way. Follow me. You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mine. You breathe a sigh of relief at the tight passageway. The passageways give way to a small cavern. A group of teens turn and stare at you with annoyance. What the hell are you all doing in here?
What the hell are you doing in here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps.
I just hope that Alexis... I just said that, Alexis. If you wanted to be an echo, I just call into the Grand Canyon. Do you want me to physically drag each and every one of you out of here? Because I will.
Tell Muscles over here to leave us alone, General Store Lady.
Oh, my nickname is Muscles. I kind of like that. So we have Muscles, we have the Cryptid Girl, and General Store Lady. I'm sorry, Kanika, you don't get a cool name. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. And if you ask me, he has a right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is that Maxwell place not dangerous enough?
Because no one usually comes in here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we had to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. Yeah, right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him telling me where I can be.
You can at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have, like, school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break? And we're not kids. You are children. Yeah, we're teens. Young pups these days, absolutely no respect for their elders. Are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where did you even get those? The teens avoid eye contact. Mile tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh no, I know that is not you, Miles. It had better not be you.
Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you even doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me like you're stalking and harassing and all that.
You're supposed to be minding the store.
It's not like anyone even stops in on Tuesdays, and Mom's there, so it's fine.
Eyes dart uncomfortably around the caravan as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine. It is extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine?
Dad's dead, Kanika. Even if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wound up being a bossy jerk. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas? Somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us.
Can you at least do your underage drinking somewhere a little safer? Oh, and what are you, an expert on mine safety? They only abandoned this place because there wasn't enough coal left to dig. My dad told me, and he's an actual foreman, that the continuous mining facility, so he knows what he's talking about. Wait, I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month, and he says this place is totally safe and we can hang out here anytime we want. Becca's dad's right, though. Check out how sturdy this place is. Oh! The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Hello, Yozo. Welcome, welcome. Oh, was that the knocking that we heard earlier? One of these days I'll find a real Tommy knocker. Oh my god, Zane, cut it out. Jumping up and to hit stuff is extremely 8th grade. No offense, Rosalina. None taken, the other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart, too. Quiet, all of you. I don't care where your dad works, Becca. This place isn't safe. Just because these old timber struts have stood this long doesn't mean they'll stand forever. I'm not listening to some sad 20-somethings have to say about where we're allowed to be. Hey, I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? My Stella can't possibly be sad with me around. How absolutely rude. These pups need to learn some manners. Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. Anyways, Rosalina isn't going anywhere. She's better off here than at home. Yeah, tell him about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple of cots in one of the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. No, it isn't, Zane. Rosalina deserves better. Oh, no, is this about your house being haunted? No. Oh my god, did my dad tell you that? Actually, Pixel told me. My cat? It's a long story. Such a bullshit excuse. I bet he can't afford it anymore and is lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca, I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Shut up, Zane. Oscar actually invited us to check out when we saw him earlier today. It could make for a fun, non-abandoned, coal mine-related activity. Just throwing that out there. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm a little kid. You're in 8th grade. You're 12. How do you know there isn't a ghost? Ugh, why are all the adults in this town such weirdos? There is no ghost. There's no such thing as ghosts. Oscar is just lying. Yo, what if we break in and ghost bust that place anyways, just to be sure? Oh my god, Zane. You can't ghost bust if there's no ghosts. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't, break into her own house. Sorry, I used the wrong voice for Miles. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust it if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could actually stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It's not a thing. There is no ghost. Whether there's a ghost or not in Oscar's house is a question for a time when we're not in immediate danger. And to ruin everyone's fun, the answer is probably no. There is not a ghost. Now, I'm gonna drag my shithead brother back home and suggest you kids leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or crushed by rocks or meets any of those many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. That wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella. Didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommyknockers for sure. I know this isn't why we came down here, but we've gotta check it out. What traits are you playing with? I have Speak with Animals and the Powerful build. Two very interesting choices. Also, welcome on in. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be any higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? If you guys are going after something spook me, count me in. Nobody is going deeper in the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. We are all leaving. Please, before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Wait a second. Where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Wow, Kanika. Wait, what voice did I use for him? I don't remember the voice I used for him. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't still scared of the dark or whatever, you would have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and I've been zoning out here the whole time. Oh hey, they might have squeezed through the child-sized tunnel. No. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. It's probably for the best, dear. Becca's head pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We're not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever, come on you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think we can catch up with them if we follow their voices. Do you want to take these two out of here while Bean and I track them down, Neeks? Look, I know I've been a bit of a fuss about not liking this place, but I'm not about to leave you two alone down here. What if something bad happens and I'm not there to help? Or what if you run into something totally normal down here that you think is a ghost and I miss out on my chance to figure out what it really is? Alright, knuckleheads. If I don't escort you two out of here myself, can I trust you to actually leave and go home? Yeah, sure. I could never fit in that tunnel anyways. They've crossed a barrier that I cannot. So my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever. I still have to do my dailies anyways. The service down here sucks. Good. Now go. Miles and Zane quietly head back towards the entrance. Alright, let's get this over with. Sorry. Let's get this over with. Alright, let's do this. We can get coffee at Winnie's once we're all out of here. My treat. You and Kanika exchange a glance as Stella ventures forward. As the 3 of you move deeper into the mine, you hear echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? We could get into so much trouble. Maybe I should have called Tabitha. We're doing this because I'm not about to take life advice from a YouTuber and a dropout. Wow, rude. Whoa, that was uncalled for. I didn't drop out. I'm going back to vet school as soon as my family doesn't need me here. I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What? That was kind of perfectly timed. What kind of YouTuber doesn't even have a sponsor? This is my first playthrough. Yes, this is my first time playing it. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Oh man, I wish they were gossiping about me. No, you don't. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I know they're just teens, but some of that stuff stung. That is knocking. Another knock, closer, interrupts your thoughts, followed by another, followed by another. Is it just me, or is the knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? Yeah, it's not just you. Okay. Sorry. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just my noises. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw something. Shut up. There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. Let's see. What else? Hello, Kato. Welcome. And also, hello. You're on the YouTubes. Okay, let's see what we can do. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. I feel like if we keep talking, we're gonna lose time and we might not be able to get those kids out. Because when you start up this game, one of the things that it says is you can't save everyone. You might not even be able to save yourself. So it's very possible we might get people killed, I think. As you progress deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, their panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. Lord, tell me we aren't going down there in that deep dark hole. It don't smell right. Well, it looks like the only way forward is that pit, and it sounds like they're somewhere down there. The consequences of their actions, I know, right? Walking is a free action. I don't know about that. There's some games where it's like 2 questions, boom, action. I've never been in this far. Looks like a death trap. Are you sure we should go down here? You can wait up here, Neeks. I don't think I can climb down there and hold Gretchen. Alright. I'm not gonna argue with you. That ladder looks older than all of us combined. Good luck. Alright, let's do this! Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins to climb down. I've got my paws crossed for you two. You walk to the ladder and climb down. Oh god, I hope my muscles don't break this. Stay safe, Bean. I'm pretty sure this is the way back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you've been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever. Doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it's this way, actually. Oh, shut up! No one even wanted you to come with us anyways. Becca! Yeah, they're close, alright. It sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd. Distant. There is something in the darkness before you that's much louder. Though you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you feel it in your chest. A desperate need to perceive and be perceived. Hey, are you alright, Bean? Listen, if there's a ditchling in there, I can punch it. I punched one before, I can punch another one. Stella reaches for your shoulder, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Bean! Are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something and then you just conked out. She's okay, Kanika. Thank God. You say that, but what are these? Okay, don't move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourself while you're trying to recover from whatever that was. Kanika and I are going to get you some help. We'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, alright? You fade back out of consciousness as your companion clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. Maybe I should have told my cousin about this. I'm just gonna be laying in a mine, like... I wonder I wonder if these are the miners, because it showed a flashback to the miners. And also that yellow could be their light on their, like, helmets. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming with visions. From the visions, your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teens echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, then why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where she's going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasing desperate voices of the teens are drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You can practically feel the ground shake beneath you. Can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of the hellish sound. As you settle more into your senses, Rosalina appears in the passageway to your left. She's out of breath and it looks like she's been crying. I'm sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. This place, at least part of it, is coming apart. Becca and Alexis are still down there. We can't just leave them here. I know which way they're going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Please, I don't want them to die. What's the worst that can happen? Everything turned out okay last night. Who's to say you can't scrounge up another win? Another dusting of debris falls from the ceiling. You don't have long before this mine collapses on you. Okay, here we go. How many people are am I accidentally gonna get killed? Let's go for it. Okay, let's do it. Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry. Rosalina runs back the way she came. You run after her. The mine shakes with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter onto the floor around you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? We're coming. Just stay where you are. I don't think she can see them, so I'm just gonna keep going. You push forward, focused on following Rosalina as she darts ahead. Rosalina, you came back! I don't want to die down here. You reach forward and forcefully grab Becca and Alexis, silently pulling them behind you. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance, pieces of fallen rock littering the path around you. As you reach the pit, you and Rosalina direct Becca and Alexis to the ladder. They start climbing. You follow suit and start climbing close behind. Why couldn't you have just listened to someone other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God! You push forward. Your burning muscles give way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you can see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, you gotta go faster. We're almost there. I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. And then the knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca. It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. It really hurts. Stella and Kanika pop their heads through the mine entrance. I think I hear voices in there. Oh my god. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. But that means cops are gonna come. They're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went here to drink, right? Becca, that doesn't matter. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. In panic, Becca runs for the entrance and pushes her way through. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us up here. Sorry, I used the wrong voice for Kanika. I'm gonna go get Tabby. Yeah, maybe you should get Tabby. I think she's gonna get pissed at me again. Alright, I'll go down by the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here. And you're gonna be just fine, okay? Bean and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Don't worry, Pup. I know you're sick, but I'm here to keep you warm. Am I gonna die? Rosalina, don't say things like that. No, I'll lift those boulders myself if I have to. Thanks, Bean. Rosalina's breath comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it out, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who should be apologizing. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have come down here. It's not your fault. I went down there because I wanted to. Rosalina paused, catching her breath. Thank you, Bean. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. I know, Mrs. Doubtfire, come in and help us. I'm sorry I couldn't do more. If I didn't stick with Becca once we started getting lost, none of this would have happened. If I'd just been more smart or more brave, but I wasn't. And now Rosalina is... It's just not fair. You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. It's not fair that this happened to you. I'm so sorry. It's okay, Alexis. It's okay. Can't believe you're the one comforting me. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Don't go to sleep Don't go to sleep just yet, pup. Alexis grabs Rosalina's hand. Tears streak down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence together, waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on the way with rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. Bean, I'll be having a word with you. They're over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit for the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in Brevard, so it'll at least be another half hour. You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina from the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. Sir, I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean? I can't ride with her? You'd better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brevard, so it's quite a ways. Is she gonna be okay? She's gonna make it, right? Please, God. Yes, sir. I promise you. We're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. I love you, Dad. The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. What the hell happened in there? Oscar, I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's okay. At least nobody died. What happened, though? It was Tommy knockers or something supernatural. I don't know. They brought down the mine. It was what? Bean is right. They're real. I got some audio of the knocking on my phone. They must have been furious that we went down there. It doesn't matter what caused it. I'm just sorry it happened, Oscar. This is all my fault. She's been so angry with me. If I'd just been able to provide more stability, she wouldn't be doing things like this, putting herself in danger. I'm sure she thinks I'm making stuff up about her house being haunted, but I've seen things I can't explain, and it's only gotten worse over time. My offer still stands to check it out for you, once you're back from the hospital, that is. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've gotta go. Mr. Greertrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good to have a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. That was too easy to be our ditchling problem. Yeah, I think you're right. We've still got a lot of unanswered questions too. Even more than we had this morning. And we had a lot of questions this morning. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern. Right? There was a stone carving on the wall of that pit. It gave me some sort of vision. I saw what happened in that place. Are you sure it wasn't just auto-suggestion? We talked about that mine a lot today. I don't know, Neeks. Bean had like a seizure next to a creepy stone carving. It was like something out of a movie. Just because she passed out or had a seizure doesn't mean it wasn't auto-suggestion. I wonder, those things were like leading us to the girls, and as we were running away, we didn't see them. So I wonder if those were like the miners from the past that were helping us get out. I saw something down there, like the shadows of the dead miners. They were right behind Stella right before you two left, and they followed Rosalina and I when we went after Becca and Alexis. Did you not see them? Whoa, I didn't see anything other than the two of you and that carving. That's super weird. I don't want to doubt what you experienced, and I couldn't see anything down in that pit, but you might have just been primed to see things. You know, now that I think about it, that totally fits the profile for some of the Tommyknocker stories. What if they're actual bona fide ghosts? Oh, Stella. Everything that happened down there centered around that main chamber where I saw that carving. Stella showed me a picture. Weird stuff. Yeah, really weird. Are you sure those were Tommyknockers? Depends on what you mean by sure. Is anyone really sure of anything? They fit the description pretty well, and I don't know what else they'd be. I have no idea what happened in there. I need to do some reading on mine collapses, I guess. Do you think Rosalina is gonna be okay? The paramedics, she said she was stable. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. What happens now? Oh! What happens now is we're gonna have a word. All of us. She just like runs in and out of screen. What the hell were you three doing in here? I thought I gave you very specific instructions, Bean. Stay in one place while I finish my meeting. I was gone for like an hour, and here you are at the site of what was almost a deadly mine collapse. Tabby, come on. It's not Bean's fault. Stella is right. If this is anyone's fault, it's yours. You have an abandoned mine on your property that was barely even boarded up. It was only a matter of time until something like this happened. Are we fighting? If anything happens to Rosalina, it's on you, Tabitha Scarlet. How dare you? It's not like I put up a big neon sign saying, cool place for teens to hang. It's clearly not safe. You three were up here with them. Why didn't you do something to get them out of here sooner? We did our best, Tabitha. We saw them sneak into the mine and we tried to get them out of there. They really didn't want to listen. At least nobody died. Probably. Come on, guys. What's the point of arguing like this? I know it can feel cathartic to point fingers and yell, but what's it going to accomplish other than bruised egos? You're right. Come on, we're leaving. Now hold on a minute, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin, Miss, in private? Okay, fine. Make it quick, and don't you dare try and pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong. Oh, she's defending me! Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find you all. I'm Sheriff Hugby, and this is Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Welcome to Scarlet Hollow. Hope this little accident hasn't colored your perception of this place. Lovely place to live, if you ask me. Lovely indeed. Now, Sheriff Hugby, don't you think it's a mite odd that these teens found themselves in an old abandoned mine on the very property Bean's family happens to own? And don't you think it's a even mite bit odder that Bean happened to be there with them at the time of said collapse? I'd be lying if I said it weren't particular. Though I'm sure you're an upright citizen, Bean, and all of this is surely an unfortunate coincidence. Do you think I brought down the mine with my muscles? Is this what's going on? Still, a good cop should ask themselves these questions. I'll get to your questions, but we also need to talk about the man that's been stalking me. His name is Sam Wayne, and he used to work at these mines. That seems an awful like deflection to me, wouldn't you say, Earl? This is a nice town. People don't go about stalking strangers in these parts. Are you kidding me? Do your jobs. We are doing our jobs, and our job right now is to get some answers about what happened. Why are you asking me this? It's a mine collapse. What could I have possibly done that the police would care about? Just trying to gather all the facts. Our duty as officers of the law, you see. Just being thorough. But I see there's not much more of it to be discussed. We'll let you go on your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The two officers wander back towards the mine, Derrickson taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe it. I left them behind in there to get help. Is it my fault, Neeks? Stella, no. You did your best. It's not your fault. Oh, hey, I guess the cops are done with you? What are they gonna take you in for being... What are they gonna take you in for being present at the accident? Sorry if they give you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Always blame everything on drifters, even acts of gods, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now, come on. Let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Bean? I'd really rather you didn't. If you're gonna run around almost getting killed every night, keep my cousin out of it. Your cousin is an adult, Tabitha. She can make her own decisions. Not while she's under my roof. Come on, let's go. As if to illustrate her point, Tabitha grabs your arm, dragging you towards the car, but I stop her because my muscles are so strong in my legs that I just stop her. I'll text you when we get back. She knows something. Tabitha knows something. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep your eye on surrounding wilderness as she drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? I don't want to talk about Stella, and it's none of your business. You and Kanika really don't seem to get along. She pushes my buttons. Is there some kind of history there, or... No, now quit talking. I need to focus on the road. Poor Rosalina. Poor Oscar. He should have kept a tighter rein on that girl. I never got into trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearl Ann to thank for that. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. Ugh. What am I even telling you for? Whoa, are we bonding? Tabitha says nothing, mouth slightly sealed as she fixes her eyes on the road. I don't really think the parents are to blame here. I beg to differ. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents, and clearly there are some parents at fault for this who aren't ready. Take Oscar. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive, and here he is having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her do just whatever the hell she wants. And look where that got her. Even if she doesn't lose that leg, she's going to carry what happened tonight for the rest of her life. It's not fair. That is entirely out of line. You don't know Oscar. What is wrong with you? Tabitha goes quiet. Seems like that's all you're going to get out of her on this. How you holding up? I don't think you want me to answer that question. I'm doing terribly, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Noted. Sorry about today. Tabitha doesn't answer. Fine, maybe I'm not sorry. Tabitha doesn't engage. I cannot poke this woman's button. She's like, I don't want to deal with you. I don't appreciate being dragged off like that. It's been a long day, Bean. Are you really going to make a fuss about me bringing you back to the estate? After all the havoc you've caused, you should count your lucky stars you still have a place to sleep tonight. I could just open the car door and jump out of it. She won't even know. I'll be so fast. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of the decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Why did you even invite me here? It seems like you hate me. It's like I've caused you nothing but grief since the moment I stepped foot into this town. I don't hate you. I'm just trying to get through the week. The same as you should be doing. I just don't want you to get hurt. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. So she said she's trying to get through this week, and Wayne was saying, stay at the estate, go through the week, you will be fine. So clearly Wayne knows something, Tabitha knows something, those two apparently dated, makes sense. But they need to tell me what is going on. You head up to your room and turn in. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are those things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again too. Another picture, this time of them staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them being here than the mine collapse. No way am I sleeping tonight. You think about looking out the guest room window, but at this point, you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settled between the covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face, twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Now, who the hell opened that? Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Do ditchlings know how to use doors? Creature! Just the cat. It's always just the cat. Okay, how do you open that door, though? Don't read into this. The woman kicked me out. Just want a warm place to sleep. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease, and you finally slip into a deep sleep. Now, hey now, what's this? Who? If I see an eyeball... Okay, good. I was gonna say, if I see an eyeball looking at me, I'm fighting it. Do these doors not latch? Also, why are we going in the basement? Is there a princess in the basement? I've played a game many times about a princess being in a basement. Wait a minute. What the hell is in our basement? We did it. Chapter or episode 2 done. Yay. Foreshadowing, I guess. And like, the sad thing is there's only 4 episodes. So once we get through the latest episodes, we're gonna have to wait. Basement PTSD. There might be a princess down there. Who is to say? It's by the same company too.